Hi, I'm Brian Rose.
And I'm Mary Ellen Rose. I am president and run Divine Nature Wildlife Rehabilitation.
And together we own BMR Acres in Canastota, New York. Well, let's see, about almost 10 years ago, we decided to change our lifestyle. And that's where it all began. So we had a little house in the village in Canastota, and we decided to take all our disposable money and get into raising alpacas. We have two separate things that we're doing. We have BMR Acres, which is our business, which is the alpaca farm. And then we also have Divine Nature, which is now our not-for-profit wildlife rescue.
Divine Nature we formed as a not-for-profit. The name came from I've always had a religious background and always believed there was something other than us that helped keep things going, that created things, the divine. So it's not just us that takes care of the wildlife. I mean, they're taken care of every day. They don't worry about where their food comes from, where they're going to get water, who's going to take care of them. They just know there's something out there that takes care of them.
We started out with just a couple alpacas, and now we're up to maybe 15, 18 animals. And they come and go because that's our business. We buy and sell. We take the fiber and we process it into finished goods, or we sell the fiber on the raw market. It's a different type of lifestyle. We decided when we purchased our property and we built a house on it, put our barn in, and put our pond in, and added a bunch of other things, we decided not to use any chemicals, which is very difficult not to do in the farming industry. It's a lot of labor when you don't use chemicals. So we use organic sprays, and we also use, diverse farm animals to control our pests. So okay, we'll have some ducks and chickens and guinea hens, and they kind of forage the ground, eating the bugs and the slugs. So that's pretty much the alpaca business, the farm business in a nutshell. Though we now diversified into growing some small crops, such as pumpkins, which in the fall is really big. We have tomatoes and peppers and all types of squashes. And once again, we don't use any chemicals. It's all hand labor. Also with the cropping that we do, which is on a small scale, we decided to get into doing classes. We do a lot of educational programs and classes throughout the year. So what we end up doing is we decided to put an addition off our barn, which is a classroom, and we're in the process of doing that right now. We do, for instance, we do spinning classes, weaving classes, Reiki classes, felting classes, knitting classes.
Well, my goal is to do the educational programs, whether they be here or in the schools, to bring some of the animals, the wildlife that are non-releasable, to educate the kids. There's just nothing more rewarding than getting an animal back to, a safe release, and then just watching it go. I mean, it's just awesome just to see that. That I've been doing as long as I can remember. I mean, since I was a child. I was fortunate enough that my parents never said no, I couldn't bring something home, whether it was baby birds, baby bunnies, I mean, even the stray cat. And then a few years ago, I had a friend suggest that I apply to take my license through the DEC. And I said, why not? So I followed up on it. I mean, since we already had the farm, we had the facilities.
With our barn space, Divine Nature utilizes every aspect of the property that we have. So our thought was, well, this could work out well because individuals come to the farm, okay, they drop an animal off, or maybe they want to learn more about what we're doing, And we could talk to them and tell them what we're doing. We can show them some of the caging that we use and some of the facility. They may not see the actual animals because obviously we can't let them see the animals for the animals' benefit. So they get to see the domestics. So you're still educating the public about the wildlife, and they're still getting their fulfillment of seeing animals. And we know we got a good thing going. Everybody that comes out to this farm and to the rehab and sees what we're doing and our goal of what we want to do are just blown away.
There's no vacations. There's no
7 days a week.
Days away. Once in a while we'll get a day trip. But the thing is,
it's rewarding though.
Those things you take for granted, and when you get that time away,
It's
I
nice.
mean, you appreciate it so much more.
We can't do it without support. You know.
No.
I mean, we're doing a good thing. And we know we're doing something that is needed. But to go to the next level, we need help. I mean, plain and simple, we need help.